All right, guys, your buddy Ken Tips here. Check this out. I got the S18 Pro, nosfet AERO, and the regular LG S18 here. So let me show you guys. Let me get all the pedals out. So somebody wanted me to make a video of comparing my S18s. I'm going to use the plural term because I got two different versions here, compared to the nosfet AERO. I don't think I've never talked about the two different versions. So yeah, so the S18 Pro. Let me just talk about the S18 Pro first. This is a wheel that I love. It has lots of power, and it's very torquey for 84 volts. This thing's got power, and the interesting thing is that grunting noise that you hear on like the Falcon or the Rocket. That is that power that's actually there. So and it's quite noticeable. Like this one grunts, like it'll do that sort of grunting noise, compared to like the regular S18 there. It doesn't grunt as much. You only notice the grunting when you do like pendulums and stuff like that, but you'll notice the grunting really like loud when you do pendulums on this. So and it's got that power. And people ask me if, because I had a S16 Pro, and that thing had power as well. When you compare it to like the AERO, it's got a lot of power for 84 volt wheel. That thing flies. And if you guys know or have an S16, you know what I mean. That thing flies. I really miss that sort of power, and because of the 16-inch wheel, it's got a smoother ride. It's pretty good, and you can go really fast on that because that 1 inch, you never think it, but that 1 inch makes a difference. So on the tire, so it's actually pretty good for 84 volts. That thing flies. So I would say this wheel, in terms of power, is just slightly a notch below the S16 Pro. So you can think like, whoa. So it's almost, yeah, it's almost on par. And you have to imagine this has an 18-inch tire. So it's got power for, I'm gonna tell you, this monocell version, this Pro, it flies. I sort of wish it actually had, like, yes, you can get pads, but I have this cover on. It doesn't really, you can't use fit pads on this. I sort of wish I had some foot cover or foot pads on this, but it would make it so much better. Of course, they say there's built-in pads. I can't get this stuff to work for the life of me because there's no. Look at this ledge. Look at this lip. It's so tiny. So the pads on this are much better because it actually has real pads. So yeah, so when I compare the power, this is a notch above the S16 Pro, I would say. And is it? You don't really notice it that much in the terms when it's only when you accelerate right from the beginning from mounting, and you're not going to get beeps and stuff like that. I've never gotten beeps on these, but I'm also pretty light. And yeah, this one comes with the if you get the newer version, there's actually an S18 Pro Plus. That Pro Plus has the 50S cells and 1100 watt hours, and it's got a new controller and a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't know what that one feels like, but this one is already higher than this one in terms of power. So that would be, I would say it would be a notch above that. I would probably put it on par with this or even the S16 then. So yeah, if somebody has an S18 Pro Plus, let me know what that feels like. But yeah, it hasn't been released in North America. It's only been released in like Europe and things like that. Of course, you can order it directly from Kingsong. But yeah, all right. Now let's talk about the nosfet AERO. I love this wheel. It's small, grab and go, but if you look at the height, it's almost on par with like the S18s, and they're all the same weight. Okay, guys. So people always think, oh, this is a lightweight wheel. All of these are the same weight. Okay, so they're all 55 pounds. That includes the Falcon. The S18 Pro Plus is all 55 pounds. So you actually have quite a bit of options for 55 pounds. Of course, the 16X. There's also the new 16X Pro coming, the 18XL Pro. all 55 pounds. And those ones have double the range, or double the battery. Not double, well, 30% more, I guess. Um, so these pedals, of course, they're all okay. These pedals, you think like these old stock pedals they're actually pretty good because they're nice and wide. They're wider than these. So those pedals are all right. They're all right. They're all right. They're not as wide as the stock ones though. All right. The other good benefit of these wheels is that you can also lock out the suspension, so it's much more responsive. I tend to lock out the suspension sometimes when I want to go really fast. So because it's more responsive, I can just accelerate much faster. Yeah, sometimes just I just like riding without the suspension. So yeah, and it's more fun because yeah, you have to pay more attention to the cracks in the road and stuff like that, but it's more fun sometimes riding without suspension. I'll just tell you guys. If you guys don't know or haven't done it, try it out. The other thing also, the regular S18, of course, 1100 watt hours, but the model cell one has that power, and because of the cells, it's almost like the 50S cells, but has a higher, I think it has a higher discharge rate. So, but they don't use that cell that often. So, now this regular OG has a nice balance feel, I would say. It's just it's not super torquey. It's not torque. It has more torque than I would say the 18XL, but it's not super torquey. It's more of a balance feel to it. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's a nice cruiser wheel. But yeah, it has a nice balance feel to it. I still ride this a lot. This wheel is one of my faves to just ride, and has a nice trolley handle. They both have nice trolley handles. This trolley handle is all right. I wish it locked in place. But yeah, you can actually, I have it on suspension now, but you can actually lock it out and you can just change it back and forth. It's actually really handy. This, as you can see, this wheel's in great condition. All the scuffs that you see are actually just on the case. This thing is like brand new. So, but it's got like 1,000 kilometers on this, so it's quite it's one of my faves that I ride around with. Yeah, you can turn on a dime on all these three wheels. You can turn on a dime. I love it. Oh, and people ask me if it's good on hills. Yes. I have had no problems going up hills on this thing. I've gone up really steep hills, like just because I had to on trails and stuff. So not a problem. Does it have power? Like, does it struggle on the tip of the hill? Yes, but it's pretty steep. But am I able to make it without beeping? Yes, I'm also able to make it without beeping. Of course, this one would probably be better if you're going to go up hills. Of course, these all have max loads. This has a higher max load. So, of course, it's 126 volts. It's quite a bit bigger. So, in the difference. All right, guys. Hopefully that helps you out. If you have any questions, comments, post below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Oh, I forgot to get this one. I want to show you guys this. People always forget this, but this has a USB port right here, so you can charge your phone. So all the S18s have that USB port, so you can charge phones, and it's very handy. 3 settings, of course. The tail lights also shift when you turn, and this is your battery indicator as well. So it'll dim down when you have low battery, and the light bar will actually go shorter. So. Yeah, all right, guys. Hopefully that helps you out. We'll see you on the next video. And and the kill switch, if you guys are curious, yes, this has a kill switch. It's built into the handle. So I disabled mine, but you can, once you lift it up, it'll cut out the motor. So all right, we'll see you on the next video, guys.